Hey, what's up guys, and today I'm going to be going over the new Megalith support. They just got some cards revealed, 3 cards, and yeah. As a disclaimer, I've already read the cards. I've had like 2 hours to think about them, so these are not like live reactions. Yeah, Megalith is one of my favorite decks of all time, so, well, it's my favorite deck of all time, so I do want to talk about it. The first card is Megalith Frochu. It's an Earth Rock level 4 effect monster, ritual. 2000 attack, 300 defense. You can ritual summon this card with any Megalith card. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. You cannot activate the first and second effect of this card's name in the same chain. Kind of like the Raisin effect, or like the Vanquishable effect. Not be able to use them in the same chain. If this card is ritual summon, you can add a Megalith card from your graveyard to your hand. During the main phase click effect, you can ritual summon a Megalith ritual monster from your graveyard, except Frochu by attributing monsters from your hand and or field, whose total level is equal or exceeds the level of that monster, including this card in the field. So it's pretty similar to Ophiel and Haggith, being able to ritual summon using itself, except this summons from the graveyard. So it's like, it's cool, it's less neg, which is nice. And this card's, the first effect lets you add back materials from the graveyard, which is good. You can also add back any Megalith cards, so including Unformed, which is nice, because before you didn't really have a way to recycle Unformed, but now you do. So that's pretty chill. The main issue with Megalith is that it has a bunch of issues, obviously, but the main issue is that it uses a lot of cards to play. Like, it's very like a 3-card plus combo deck. You use a lot of resources. You know, the deck doesn't have that many ways to like play with like few amount of cards. Like, we're in 2025, right? Most decks are like 1-card combos, so for a deck that needs like 3+ cards to play, it's kind of eh. Obviously, Megalith Unformed plays with 2 cards, but that's like a unique scenario, a unique case, not normal. But the card's not bad though. Megalith Notra Plura, a level 12 Earth Rock ritual monster, 3700 attack, 27 defense. It's a big boy. You can ritual summon this card with any Megalith ritual card. Must be ritual summon using only ritual monsters. Using only ritual monsters. That is, might be an unnecessary restriction, but we'll see. You can't use like Benton or whatever. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Megalith ritual monster's effects for the rest of the turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then if that effect targeted a card on the field, you can tribute 1 monster your opponent controls. So, I mean, it's pretty chill. Oh my god. Yeah, whatever. It's pretty chill. It's not a bad card. Obviously, it's like an Omni Negate, so people are gonna like go super hype on it. And the first effect basically like protects your guys, which is cool. It's pretty crazy, nice going second. You can just use this and play, and your opponent can't respond to like your Bethor or like your Fool or whatever. And then like going first, you can maybe use this to play around Nib in some spots. Like use like let's say ritual summon, like your 5th summon is a ritual monster, and like Prio, like Aerotron effect, so your opponent can't respond. And you can keep like playing, getting more value through Nibiru or something. Although I think Nibiru is like fine for the deck anyway. Not going to lie. Again though, this card doesn't really help you play. Like, the first effect is cool, but it doesn't help you play with less resources, which is like the main issue of the deck. So I don't know. Now we get another card, Megalith Anastasis, a continuous spell. You can only use the first effect once per turn. You can discard 1 card, add a level 4 lower and level 8 or higher Megalith monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, if you ritual summon a Megalith ritual or Megalith monster, you can activate one of these effects, but you can only use each of these effects once per turn. Draw 2 cards, then discard 1 or tribute a monster your opponent controls. I see a lot of people hyping this card up. I'm not gonna lie, the card's not that good. It might seem crazy, like, what do you mean it's not good? It says add 2 and then you get to draw 2 or tribute an opponent's monster. Like I said, the main problem with Megalith is that you use too many resources to play. And this is it adds 2 cards, but it uses 2 cards because you have to discard a card. And this deck doesn't have good like discard like fodder, right? So we use 2 cards to get 2 cards. It's not really that good. Like, all of our deck kind of already searches each other anyway. And like also it's a continuous spell. And it's not even, it's an ignition effect, not even on activation. So this card is just like terrible going second, right? You use this into like any deck if they're able to remove it. Like a detonator, like we'll have this post Justice Hunter. So like the Dracotail fusion that pops. I can't pronounce the card's name at the moment. Or like Caesar and Vanquish Soul, you know, or like a Yummy Interaction. Like you use 2 cards in your deck that uses like 3+ cards to play. and your 2 cards lost in 1 interaction. Like, that's not good, you know? And even if this card resolves, it's like, it doesn't let you play by itself. Like, you still need another card to play, which is a problem. The second effect is cool. Obviously, during your turn, you can, like, draw. During your opponent's turn, you can tribute a monster. It's not bad, but yeah. I don't think this card would be a 3 of. I think this card would be, like, a 1 of, maybe a 2 of. Because I don't think you want to open it, because, like I said, it's really, really fragile. And it doesn't really help you play with less resources. I think you just want to, like, search it with Haggith. Because you 100% want to play this card. 100%. Like, searching it during your combo gives you value, right? You know, you get 2 cards for, like, 1. And then you get the, like, you know, it's more disruption, etc. So searching, yeah, this is not a 3 of. This card is definitely not a 3 of. You don't want to draw it. I mean, you can use this effect, but which is cool, but it doesn't help you start playing. Like, maybe you might argue people might side more, side copies of this going second, but I don't think so. I don't think this card's a 3 of. This card seems like a 1 of. This card seems like a 1 to 2 of. Depends how many you want for the grind game. So that's why I say 2. This card's a 1 of. This card might be a 2 of or a 1 of. Might be a 2 of or a 1 of. I'm not sure. But yeah, man, it's like weird. The support, I was super hyped for Megalith to get support, but I don't think this really fixes the main issues of the deck. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the issue is, like, you need too many cards to play. Also, you did play a lot of, like, low value cards, right? Like, you had to play multiple, like, Ophiel, Haggith, Fool. All those cards did nothing in your hand. The level 8s, Airtron, Phaleg, and Bethor, their effects of Ritual Summon are cool. But you don't want to really use those effects of Ritual Summon. Not at least starting them off, because it uses 3 cards. In my opinion, the best cards in Megalith before it were Unformed, obviously the quick play spell, and the Incantations, because the Incantation cards, even though, like, Chalice Slime discards a card, it still lets you play with, like, very few resources, like, because they just go so plus. And I think the support is, you definitely play these cards in your deck, don't get me wrong. Like, you're playing these cards in your deck. Well, you definitely play Frochu and the continuous spell in your deck. You probably play Notra Plura. I could see a world where you wouldn't play it, though. Because it's like weird, because, like, this card, you want to start your turn off by using this card, like, especially going second. The issue is that it doesn't help you play, so I don't know if you actually want to draw it. And if you're not starting your turn off with it, if you're searching it midway through your combo, especially going second, what's the point of playing the card? Because it seems like this effect would have less value if you're not starting off with it. So that is a bit of a worry. Also, the on-field effect is good, but it's like a level 12. Like, oops, my bad. It's a level 12, so it's harder to summon. Not impossible, but yeah. Also, it can only use rituals, so you can't even tribute like a Ben 10 or something like that, which is like, you can only use Megalith monsters, sorry. Or only use ritual monsters. Oh, you can tribute Ben 10. I don't know why I said that before. My bad, I misread. So you can tribute Ben 10, okay. It's probably fine then, in that regard. You can't tribute Nibiru and another guy, but yeah, so I misread that. But yeah, oh man. I'm gonna mess around with the deck more, and I'll probably like make like a combo video or something in the next coming days, but I think support is kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. We needed a card that let me play with like, well, let us play, sorry, with like few, like 1 to 2 cards, you know? This card shouldn't have discarded. It shouldn't have discarded, and it should just like say, lock you into only Megaliths for like end of the next turn, or only rituals or something like that, I don't know. It shouldn't have needed a discard, I think, to be honest. You could even do like, you can't use both effects in the same turn, and I think that's like fine if it didn't have to discard. But I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Anywho, those are my thoughts on the Megalith support. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and take care.